Hello everyone, welcome in episode 92. It has been a month, I think, since the last one. Is it? It says 1 month ago. I'm going to show you now in a sec how many videos I posted since then, because this channel is not only about me, chit-chatting about yarn and life and so on and so on. Anyway, do you want to see? So here is my last one, episode 91, when I was preparing for my minis. We have a few vlogs during December, so check it out if you're interested. We have a few finished objects, like as you can see, star, another star, my Gentle Lights hat. What else we have over here? Bubbles, drops, socks, another socks, unboxing, a lot. Full of minis because I finished it in December and posted in January, to be honest. I finished socks in December, I fixed someone else's shop hat, and I published a pattern, as you can see, is a third wish worsted weight hat up in a box, and we are here today, hopefully all in the focus. Now I'm not sure about my focus things. In my last in my last video I had a few bits kind of unfocused, so I'm not sure. Now, 2020 new year, and we're going to do this, what I'm telling everyone and myself with the most pleasure, not pressure. So you probably see more often my phone that's things on the screen because it takes time, and to be honest, some people asking me about mojos and stuff about knitting. I've never lost mojo about knitting so far. But I lost mojo in regards like sitting in front of a computer. Yes, so I'm just saying it will not be perfect. So pleasure, not pressure, just to remember. So first things first, I went for a walk. So basically I'm back from a walk. I put a just sweater on because it's a little bit chilly in the house, and the sweater you can spot it off during my vlogmas. I went to the second-hand shop and I got 100% wool, shop sweater. For someone asked me how much did they were, because I didn't say. I showed you 4 sweaters that I got, and yeah, there were 20s zloty, which means approximately €5 for each sweater. I got 3 sweaters that there are 100% wool, some could be lamb wool, and one 100% cashmere sweater. And I thought maybe Seb would not like them all, but he put them on and he said he liked them, but I haven't seen him wearing all of them yet. I saw I think one he put on. So yeah, so I'm just kind of, taking it from here and there and feel cozy a little bit. Yeah, that was digressed. I will digress a lot, to be honest. So maybe I'll tell you what this episode will be about, because during the walk I was able to take my phone and put some points. So I'm basically going to tell you first, hello. So hello everyone, thank you for sticking out over here and being here and commenting down below. That's the most fun, because me recording, and even though I see that there's some views, are you really out there? Yeah, so thank you so much for commenting. I'll try to respond to everyone. I don't get that many comments, so definitely there's a chance that I'll definitely respond to your one. In regards to that, hello. Social media links down below. If I miss any links, anything that will be, something that people benefit from, let me know in a comment and I will reply. Yeah, the link is in the description. So in case I forgot something and you want to tell me about it, first check the links. Maybe I've already done it. Maybe someone else asked about it. So just that. Other than that, if I'm saying about anything that I'm knitting on, check my project page. You will see all the patterns over there that I knitted, not only my patterns. Designs, you can find them on Ravelry and Lovecrafts. More about that in a second. So I'm a designer. Let's call myself a designer now. Maybe 2020 I can say it that way. So thank you so much for supporting me, and yeah, and letting me to do that, and letting me to letting me. I know it's not something that I need permission, luckily, so I can play with the yarn and design. And the best part for me is when the test knit is on, because I organize that on Instagram. We have a secret group, and it's basically like 2-3 weeks of us showing yarn, showing this time was hat, and chit-chatting, and yeah. amazing. Anyway, that's my best part, to be honest. And then seeing all your hats once you purchase the pattern and knit it, that's just amazing. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to browse through Instagram, and if you use my hashtags, I will share your progress or even finished object on my stories, but your account has to be open, not private. Private accounts, even though I'm friend with you, it's hard to do. One of my assistants, for instance, has a private account, and I asked could I use her photos because I couldn't reshare it. So, and she said yes, so I'm so happy about that. Cheers. Yeah, another thing, I'm going to try to drink something during the episodes because mostly people talk and don't drink. I'm trying to edit it, so do not worry, but you know, everyone is, I was watching, who I was watching? I love podcasts, so I watch them, and I watch them on 1.5, and oh, she knits lots of socks. Sure, like literally. Anyway, during the episode, she said that her tea is cold because she didn't drink on it. So what I have over here, maybe you're wondering, and I'll be going around the place, is this one. I got it as a gift. Yay, do you see it? Do you have it? I got it from America, so I presume it's something that you can get in America. I got a few more. I may show you. I drank already one, and I throw the thing away, so I'm not sure what kind of, I think it was raspberry, that's how you say it. So I still have this and still have this. So one is salted caramel, chocolate hot cocoa mix, and this is, oh my, s'mores and chocolate hot mocha. Yeah, so that's how they look, and I really enjoy them, and I have to have them in a big cup. I add in a bit of milk. It's so sweet. So sweet. Like for me, oh, you know, I don't put sugar into my tea or whatever I drink, so it's so sweet. So that's a little bit kind of a boost for me. Boost. Anyway, a bit of energy. So cheers. And hello to Indiana. Right, so did I say everything what I want to say in regards to hello section? I think so. Thank you so much for watching, and what else? I hope 2020 will be very good for both of us, and share that too, because it's amazing to share things. Yeah, I think that's what I want to say. Okay, then we have a Ravelry, knit along, and love crafts. Okay, so let's do this. Right, so let's start with love crafts. Love crafts, down below you have a link to my patterns, and I kind of got into like, let's do this January 2020. So I opened an account, designer account on Lovecrafts, and I try to, you know, get the gist, how does it work, because you probably know that designs are a digital sale, so there are certain regulations, accounting, you know, tax regulations in regards selling things like that. So far, I'll be waiting for 25th of January, and that's the time when Lovecraft will send me an invoice. And I'm just wondering how it's going to go. In regards their fees, you can check a lovely table, and they tell you a percentage and minimum 20 cents, and then they say you the percentage of the pattern, and then they also have something like Ravelry that if you won't sell up to a certain number, they will not charge that fee, but they will definitely have to charge the first two. And they don't say it, but I presume because in Ravelry the difference is that every purchase I get notification, lets you know, Ravelry sends me an email that someone bought a pattern, so I can know exactly what you know, Ravelry name is, and PayPal informs me about your thing. So I do some, you know, silly stuff, and I always say thank you to the person, because on my watch it pops in your name over here, so I say thank you, like Diane. Thank you, Jane. So yeah, so thank you so much. I don't have that many sales, so that's kind of fun bit to say, and I believe that I'll sending you some energy too for supporting me. So yes, in regards to Lovecrafts, I don't control it that way. Basically, they all take, I think how it works, all the stuff in regards sales. So basically everything goes on their PayPal. That's why that's the charge per pattern. And then at the end, I think they're going to send me an invoice. I'm interested how that invoice will look like, because in accounting stuff, talking, you can have business to client perspective or business to business perspective, and in that situation there's different way of dealing with that. So basically Ravelry would be more gives you as a designer a perspective of a client perspective, so you have straight away business to client, but they're just as an external outside supporting website, that they have their fees, and then they will kind of charge that fee. Obviously on Ravelry there's also like VAT. If you're in European Union or even if you're US, well, you have to pay it. So either way, you let Ravelry to do it on your behalf, although there are some difficulties in regards to that in different countries. They may not accept it because it's not on your name. I'm not sure exactly about that. So when I was choosing, I chose that I will be filing that a VAT myself to each country. It's not that bad because there's like MOS, European kind of website, where you do that. So that way they know that there was purchase done. So anyway, no one knows. So that's that. I'll probably bore you. If I bore you, let me know down below. You can bore me about that. So yeah, so with Lovecraft, I'm not sure how it's going to go, because I presume I'm kind of renting my patterns to them, and then they'll just give me, yeah, so I need to ask my accountant for that. And straight away I'm telling you, because I'm hearing information that you think that I live on the sales from Ravelry in my shop. No, whatsoever. I'm not. This is kind of my hobby per se, I would say. It helps a bit with here and there. But I have a full-time job, so that's what I'm saying. So thank you so much. There's some things going on in 2020. I'm hoping and keep finger crossed that everything goes smoothly and nice and all sorts out at the end. So that way I can share some stuff with you, and I really want to, but I don't want to say something that will not happen. You know, at least I will have that disappointment. Not all of us will have that disappointment. Okay, so that kind of gist, and let's go to what's going on in Knitting I Love group on Ravelry. Link down below if you're interested, and let's see, because I definitely finished one cowl. That was, I meant to close the 31st of December, and I did. I did not contact the winner, and to be honest, I did not have to draw because one person posted twice, you're the winner. So yeah, I'm going to, and maybe I'll take this time to collect prize and I'll show it to you. So but before I do this, let's go to Ravelry. I'm waiting. Forums, and then you find Knitting I Love, or you click down below. So maybe some of you are watching over here, and I know I have a few who are not knitters. Can you believe that? I have few that are not knitters, but they just knitted their first hat, so they're knitters. First hat, so congratulations, I'm so proud of you. So maybe you don't know about Ravelry's group things. So, you know, the website not only provides designers to sell their patterns, but also they provide that you can create your group, and you can have a chit chat, and you can have knit along, so we can knit together something, and that way, you know, when you have that, let's say you have that low mojo, you can, it's like, oh, I don't know, you can check what others are knitting, or there could be a theme, and so on, loads of interesting things. I'm not talking about cows here, but if you are interested and you really want to know, just comment down below and I will share that more with you. So anyway, so basically what we have over here, I tried to do the cowl Light and Twigs shawl in December. I know December was a kind of crazy month for everyone, and that's probably what happened. And so we have a winner, and I can tell you who the winner is. Villa on the screen. I'll put it on the screen. So congratulations, get in touch with me. Hopefully you were watching, and what you won is one of my patterns. That'll be always the thing, even if I forget to say. Just remember, Barbara, you normally give pattern. You're a pattern. So I do. And now let's dig into my stash and see. Probably something from here. This is a very rustic yarn. And let's go with some, maybe grey. Grey is something that you can build up. It'll be perfect. So how much is here? This is, you know, spun 205 grams. Fingering. What do you think? What do you think? Is that too much? Maybe 160. 160. This is, I think it's spun on the wheel, so that's why they're not equal. But I kind of labeled them myself, you know, like something. and I have a lot, and I thought to myself that that'd be really perfect to give. One of the gifts, obviously. So this is a yarn, I'll show you. I got it ages ago in Poland, and some of you are writing because if you watch my vlogs, I also showed you where to buy it. In Zakopane, it's like a winter, we call it a winter capital city of Poland, but the main one's Warsaw, just in case. So Zakopane is kind of ski resort and stuff, and they have a market. They have only one market, so you're not going to get lost or anything like that. So when you go in that market, in the first kind of gap, you need to go in there. Just saying, in case you don't want to watch my vlogs. So this is it. So that's one. But obviously I need to give you something nice too. Not some rusting. This is 100% wool. And what you can do with it, obviously, hat I would not recommend. But what I would recommend, you can go to my Relax pouch. I think I have a pattern like that. I think I call it Relax pouch. Check it out. Or I did ornaments, I did jar covers. I think it's really good for ornaments. I want to make something this year from this yarn, and it won't be for me. Let's say it won't be for a human. So yeah, that'll be another thing that I'm thinking of. What else? You can do baskets. So any for small bits. Obviously, if I send it and it reach you, whoever want anything from this podcast, please share, even if it's like, oh, I shared it once, you know, after 2 years, I want to see it again, because I may have forgot, and that cheered me up. I'm telling you, it would cheer everyone. Cheers. Lately, I was teaching how you say cheers in Polish. You say na zdrowie, which means for your health, just to get me. So whatever you drink, and normally you would do that when you have kind of stronger alcohols in Poland. So basically that you're just doing that to build up your health. I'm not sure if they would recommend that or not. Okay, one. Let's maybe grab something from Knit Crate, because I'm getting, you know, that unboxing things. If you want to watch those videos, off you go, check it out. And I have a few knitting stuff with them. Lately I knitted a hat. Ooh, that was my first one. Kind of prototype. That's the word, prototype. I don't have it here. I put it somewhere. Oh, it's there. But this one, that was in December. I showed it already, so I'm not going to tell you more about it, but it has, I think, merino wool cotton blend over here, I think. But it's so interesting. I have a second skein, and would I give it to you? Well, I was thinking to maybe do a cowl. So I'm keeping that one. Sorry. And as you can see, this is the January, 2 skeins, 2 different ones. But again, I promised myself to knit it, so I'm not sure which one I'm going to pick, so I'm going to leave it. But no worries, no worries, no worries. Definitely have something. Well, let's put this back. And as you see, it did not get lighter. And now, this one. Ooh, I need to knit with this. This is, I've never knitted linen. 38% linen, 32% silk. I hope you can see this yellow bit. Have you knitted with linen? Let me know. What did you knit? Was it like a shopping bag? Or is there anything else? Keeping that. Ooh, that's beautiful. Oh, this is a beautiful yarn. I knitted a sweater with it. Check the links. And it is amazing. It was a gift knit, so, and that's that. And I was thinking to knit a hat with it because it's so beautiful. But I have knitted already with this yarn, and I know Knit Curry is going to send me more amazing ones. And even though I would not want to say bye-bye to it, I know you're going to have a lovely home. So it's Audine Wools, and it's Leaf Eater, 85% merino wool, 15% cashmere. It's a DK weight, 276 meters, 302 yards. So I'm thinking, no way, you can't connect those two. No, 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 no. But they look amazing with colors, isn't it? Okie dokie. I definitely pop in some tags from my shop, and I should probably be a proper businesswoman and show you some, but click the link. So definitely, I have some. Oh, I can tell you that whoever orders anything from my shop now is going to get some extra. I normally have done that in 2019 anyway. So if you order, you know you got some tags from 9 2018. So now we have 2020, and I'll be giving you some tags from the 2019. Obviously, some of them are long, so if you don't want the year, just chop it up and you will have a lovely heart. I'm just saying. I'm waiting for 2020, but I'm waiting, let's say that away. And so I'm see when I get those. I haven't ordered a lot. So we have 2 things. And do I have anything more? Do you want some leftovers? Box with leftovers. They're just mine leftovers, I think. I have another box over here. They're like leftovers that some, like, you send it to me, like viewers, my friends. Do you like to knit socks? Hannah. She's from Finland. Oh, this is a Finnish. Yeah, that's what you call it. Finnish wool. Do I have a tag over here? Maybe you know it. Hannah, if you haven't watched the Finnish object video about this hat, do you recognize this yarn? It's from Finland. Do you? Let us know. Okay, let's see. Let's talk a little bit. Hannah has knitted a beautiful, I think it's a shawl from Stephen West. Oh, I don't know. Unit. Okay, I hope she does not mind. Check it out. So beautiful. We do have socks. We have loads of sweaters. And we have loads of color work. Like everything is almost a color work. Okay, so maybe some leftovers then you can use as a color work. Although maybe you can pick my pattern with socks and you can do these. It's slip stitch. But I use some leftovers and it looks nice. Okie dokie. I think I'm going to add these 2 leftovers. This is a yarn that I knitted a hat with it. I think I knitted Haunted Castle hat. And I think it won't be enough for a hat, or might be, I'm not sure. I'm not going to even weight it. So I'm going to add this. What I knitted with this yarn was, oh, I would say you have to find it and let me know. What do you think? What this yarn is from? If I see it, I will know. Now it's a blank. I see all the things, but I was like, no, that's Drops. That's not Drops yarns. And that's also yarn that I got from Knit Crate, and I got this yarn from Knit Crate. So I popped this thing in. So in case you cannot, if you're like me, you can't decide to unravel this, cake it and use it, you have something to kind of have a warm up with. Okay, I think that's all. Congratulations! That was a long one. Hopefully I'll chop it a few stuff here and there. So in regards other organization stuff, Lights and Twigs shawl, there is a cal going, but it's not on my Knitting I Love group. No. I'm going to put links down below to the pattern per set and to the chatter and finished object. It's a 3-ply podcast. So if you haven't heard, link down below. And I'm very active over there in the chatting section. So if any questions, I'm there. Well, that's that. So thank you so much. There's a few ladies who started knitted the shawl, and there are a few finished objects. I think now. I think 1 or 2 even. So that's loads of fun. Thank you. Therefore, if you're a podcaster, or therefore a few podcasters, and you would want to host a cal and one of my patterns, that's what I did with the 3-ply podcast. I gave, I think, a week when they announced their cal with a discount code for the pattern, so that way people can join, and then join, you know, with a less financial push. Okay, so that's that. In regards to other cals that I have Knit a Hat cal. It's annual thing, and there's a knitting, crocheting make along. Whatever you knit in a crochet, you put it over there. Read the informations in regards. Once we get a certain number of finished objects, then I draw for winners. I think that's how it goes. Okay, I'm just telling you because I haven't talked to you for a while about admin stuff. And I think that's all. Probably forgot about something. That's it. Going back to my patterns, you may have noticed the last video is about, is it? No. Well, the one of the last ones is about this hat, which is a 3rd wish hat. That's why I call it, because I was watching The Witcher. Have you watched it? Have you watched it? Let me know down below. Do you know what I'm talking about? Maybe you've heard about books. Maybe you've heard about game. Now there is a movie. Actually a sequel, isn't it? That's how we call it. Sequel. Season 1 is upon us. Is that the past or it's just in front of us? I'm not sure. But we're waiting for season 2, and season 2 will be in November, apparently 2020. Just saying for those who are interested. Again, this movie, I would say, it's not for kiddos, not at all. There is loads of scene of fighting, scene of someone being, let's say, occupied doing something, and let's say that sometimes it's too hot in some rooms. Just saying. Okay, so thank you so much for testing this again. It was a pleasure. I loved our secret group on the Instagram, and it was so much fun. And I know you want to test knit another one, so keep on watching. I will get into that point soon. So right down below also you can go to my pattern. Well, maybe I'll put a link. Maybe I'll just have my patterns links over there so you can grab the hat. Lovecrafts, hopefully soon they will accept my pattern. You send a pattern to Lovecrafts and they read it and they accept it or not, or they say to you there's some changes need to be done for them to publish it on their websites. Because they're also apparently support designer from perspective of if you have any questions you can send that to Lovecrafts, not directly to me. Although on each pattern you have an email to me if you have any questions. So either way. I have another one over here, giving hat away. Okay, I need to grab a hat. Okay, I'm back. I'm back with this hat. Ta-da! Right. It kind of got to me. We had visitors. January is Seb's birthday month, and we had visitors, and there was a 7-year-old who came over, and she asked me, have I finished the hat that I was knitting when we were visiting them? And I was like, what hat was I knitting? And it kind of clicked. It was December, so I was knitting my Full of Minis hat. And I said, with the loads of folds and the colours. And she says, yeah. I said, yeah, I finished it. And said, can she put it on? And I said, yeah, of course. So obviously when she put on the hat and she did her puppy eyes and she said she loves it, I was like, take it. So I don't have my hat. So the one that you've seen probably when I was scrolling or you check the channel, it's gone. Someone is enjoying it and she looked so cute. So I followed the pattern for, you know, my size, but it looks that the 7-year-old also fits in it. Just saying. Therefore, I also let her to go through, you probably don't know, but I have those IKEA boxes for shoes, you know, the kind of flip plastic ones. And in 4 of them, I have my knitwear. So my shawls, my hats, and so on. And I said, well, do you want to wear more of them? Because I just opened the thing and her eyes just bloomed and we had we had a fashion show basically. And I was like, wow, I have a lot. So I was able to give some of my hats to visitors of our house. And I was thinking maybe I will do that with you too. So I have a hat over here. I just thought about this one because I knitted it a while ago and I follow the pattern and everything. And the yarn is amazing, but it has a content, I think, of alpaca knit, I think. I'm not sure. But anyway, there is a finished object, a video, so you can go playlist. Or if you go on Ravelry and you check the hat, this hat, and you click each of my finished objects, they have a link direct to YouTube channel to a specific video. So I will probably go that way. Because I forgot the name. The designer is a Polish designer, so you know what? I just have to. Can you believe I have 86 head projects? I called head project. Phone hat. That's how you say it? So here we are on Ravelry, and if you scroll down, you have my notes, and then you have click here and you will have video. Yeah. So it's under each. So the yarn I use is Flying Goat Farm, and I know that I got it from Knit Crate. Usually they were also giving some yarns from indie dyers. Or companies, you know, and that's from where I got this yarn. 70% alpaca, 20% silk, and 10% cashmere. I know. So let's go hard with it. Such a beautiful yarn. And I followed the pattern. So let's go back to the pattern. A designer is Beata Kaptur. So I would say go to my project and then I'll show you where that is. So over here you will have information about the designer and the project, and when you click on it, so let's click, come on, you go over here so you could see, you know, how the hat looks like, what does it need to knit, and so on and so on. I don't remember what kind of size I knitted. Did I write it down? No, I didn't. Hopefully I mentioned. I know I used 2.75mm needles and 2.5, so US size 2 and 1.5. So now let me put on. So here how it looks. It is a beautiful hat. It reminds me of, you know, the vintage style. So if you like a vintage lady and slightly maybe, and if you like loose hats, that would be this one, you see? Anyway, stop goofing around. Oh, you need to watch Ali from Drops Wonderful podcast. Wonderful Drops. Okay, this is Ali. This is my actually Instagram account. So you need to watch her. She just did my sequence of showing the hat. Check it out in a sec. Like me, apparently. Ali, you're in my episode. So she is Drops of Wonderful podcast. So check it out. Hopefully focus. I think a time has come that I need to change my location or something. So yeah, check her out. So what I was saying, how I present my hats. Lost thought. Anyway, so this is how it looks like, and I was thinking that I can gift this hat away, and the way I'm going to do it, and I think I'll be informing you over here on each episode if I wanted to give something, and I will be posting it on Instagram. So sorry it's not here, but that'll be way easier for me, I think. So I would love to, but at the moment I don't want to. Okay, I have something on my heart, and let's drop it here. So what I was thinking that I can, you know, you can pick a price that you want to pay for it, plus shipping, and because it's a second-hand hat, it will not go under, you know, taxes and stuff like that, so there won't be more costs involved into it, and I could donate the money to an orphanage in Poland, a specific one, kind of involves in our family. So yeah, but I'm not sure how to do it. So basically this will be first, so I'm going to post on Instagram and say if someone likes it, can, you know, is looking for a new home, I'm going to wash it, no worries. So we have it fresh and nice, and just the shipping will be, you know, involved. So I will tell you international shipping, how much it is, and like if you're from Ireland, how much would be from Ireland. So yeah, it's kind of thing that I wanted to do from the beginning, December, like a bit of a declutter. I think harder for me is to kind of say bye to yarn, although not really. But I think it would be very, very cool. I think it's a very cool idea, and I know I heard many times under many comments that you would want something like, you know, knit by me. So I think it would be a good start. And yeah, let me know what you think about it. And if you've not followed me on Instagram, well, start. So that's that. In regards Instagram, about Instagram, there is another thing. So anyway, if you have any ideas and questions in regards to this, write down below, kind of help me out how to do it. I don't know. Yeah, and I would think that then depends how many people will be interested to get it. On Instagram, I will just draw a person, because it's not who's giving you, it's not a bid, it's not a bidder, it's not like an auction or anything like that. So kind of giveaway-ish, I would say. Anyway, I'm thinking out loud. We shall see how it goes. Hopefully I will post it. So encourage me. So now Instagram. Oh my god, like my account went over 5,000, and I'm not an Instagrammer per se, which means my photos are not like all prepared, all one color theme, and you know, you can have photos of me walking on the road with the high vest. So how photogenic is that? Just saying. So this is amazing that 5,000 people kind of followed me, and because of that there is a giveaway going on. Probably once I post it, maybe too late, but I keep it until the Sunday, so 26th of January, and evening time, somewhere evening time, I will draw a winner. Winners, because I asked you on Instagram stories, you know, and replied that you prefer to have 5 winners and that they can choose 5 of my patterns, each one, and or 1 winner and we'll just get some kind of skeins and stuff. So most people, 75%, almost 75% voted for 5 winners, and you know, with the patterns and digital things, we have to tag friend, you know, just that they feel included in it. They will also get a copy. Like I said, the idea of it, when I do on Instagram stuff sometimes not often, is that the winner can pick a pattern, but once they pick the pattern, their friend will get a copy of the pattern too, but that pattern, so they can't choose. Yeah, but you can then knit together, so that's cool. I think it's kind of let's do something together thing. Anyway, that's what I want to say. If you're interested about Instagram, go down below. You don't have to have it on your phone. You can just click on it. You would be able to see it on your PC too. Right, I have written down RIP 1 project. Okay, I'm going with the list. Over here I have another box, and it's full of whips, and I have a few, and I just looked at it looking for needle sizes one day, and I just was shocked. And also I have beautiful bags over here that I got from friends, and I made myself. For instance, this one, I made this one myself. I got it as a gift from a friend. I sent her the fabric and she made it for me. This one I got from another friend. It's amazing what it says over here. If you can pause and read it, do it. Make your day. I got it from this friend, a viewer. That's from Germany. I got this from a local bag maker. Maybe I won't say her name because that's her kind of first bag, you know. She doesn't do them anymore. She does them way better, and let's say that way. Oh, and the same one. They're so special. I'm not going to say who that is. Oh, I got this one from Maker too, from Germany. And this one I bought from Canada. Okay, it's tough. It's so tough. I'm going just like, okay, this one. I won't be looking. Okay, what do we have over here? We have toy. Do you know what that is? Any of my, you know, longer watching viewers, can you recognize this? What do you think? What do I have inside? Pause and write down below. No cheating. So what's in here? Toy. Okay, we have some yarn. This is acrylic yarn. Some people are asking, do I knit it with acrylic? I knit, not this, but the cover with acrylic yarn. I started with acrylic. I still have a stash of acrylic. So that's why. Okay. I haven't knitted on it for a while. So let's take the keychain. Oh, maybe I'll show you now. So keychains like this you can find in my shop. Ta-da! I'm not sure will I have them. Whatever is in the shop at the moment is in the shop. Will I have them more? Will I have more? I'm not sure. We shall see. So the bag is free. And I keep the bags up here. So we have some acrylic yarn, and I can recall that I bought this yarn in Poland. This one I bought in Limerick. I started knitting something, so it's not really frogging per se. It's just like stopping knitting whatsoever. I'm not sure what I was knitting. Do you remember? I may have it on the project page. Wait. No, even I don't have it with whips. I know I sort my projects for like head, neck, garments, I think. Head, other, neck, socks, whips. Maybe other. No, I don't have it. I don't even know what that is. What I know, oh, and similar, but with the clip you can find in my shop. What needles I'm going to free over here. Maybe keep them in this. I just move 3.25. So here it is. Now I may have some with this, but now I have it with a clip in the shop, but at home I have with this, with elastic band. And this I got, my friend bought it from the shop. Then she put the clip. She created a really nice pouch for me as a gift. I show it to you like ages ago. I still use it. Maybe I'll show you. So Susan, I hope you're watching. So I'm still using it. So you can see it. Beautiful. And she had an idea that you can clip my pouches over here, but I use them all the time. So so that's that. So yeah, that will go over there. And this. Oh, and a marker. I also had a few markers in the bags. How many markers do you have in your bags? They're kind of frozen there. So now what I'm going to do with it, I'm going to rip it, no, but I can definitely use it in case I'll be doing a toy or anything like that, to use it as a filling. Don't you think? Can I use it as a filling or something? I think it was a penguin. I think I wanted to make a penguin. Penguino or something. Didn't happen. That thought. Okay, was that fun? Do you want more? We'll do it. We'll do it. Slowly, surely, we'll do it. In regards to finished object, I finished one thing and I'm going to post finished object video hopefully soon. So let's not talk about it. My pattern. Trips for two. Okay, let's go back to whips and the things that I'm knitting. One over here, I finished it. No, I haven't. I have socks over here, fingering 72 stitches. I know. I finished one sock. Humongous. I used 50 grams of Drops Fable and I was just knitting it. I think that's that. But the second one, I got a boo-boo. I hope you can see it. I did afterthought heel, and I thought, you know, when you have to grab needles from in one row, leave one row below, and then grab another stitches on underneath that one, and it looked that I was doing it right, but it looked that I did not. So there is a big mess, and you like to see big mess, right? Who wouldn't? Check this out. So basically, when I'm unraveling the stitches, they're not on my. They're actually on the cord. So there are loose stitches over here. So I'm thinking, I've done already a fix a hat video, you know, how I fix the top. Someone put a hat into the dryer and just the top got. So I could fix it. That's brilliant. So I'm going to probably record how I'm going to fix that. Just like in this situation, in case someone comes or are afraid to do it, in case, oh, I'm not going to grab it, what to do next, it happened, you know, it happened. So yeah, that's how I'm going to leave it for now. Obviously when I finish, it'll be finished object video. Next, I have socks on the go. Socks on the go. And I knit on them now also when I'm walking. Yay! And you may notice something interesting in a sec. So I got the yarn as a gift from Dawn Marie. I got loads of gifts. Well, loads. If we have to compare to someone, if I get one gift, there is loads. That's loads. But I got a bag and I got some goodies in it, and I hope to show you that. Can we do it now? I got some goodies. So basically, I got those these things. I got this beautiful bag that she made, and I don't have a bag like this with the see-through things. We got some teas, and I just keep it together so I know it's from her. She made me two of these. One I'm already using. It's in my working bag. I have teas in it. I thought it would be perfect for teas. She said for notions, but it's for teas. Then she knitted one wind sweater. It means somewhere in Wales. So if you don't know how to spell it, just go Google Translator. She have leftovers. And it's beautiful. And I have this red. I have a big cone of this red. So you know I'm tall and amazing. And that's why I need sometimes more yarn, which, you know, now, is it the same? No, it looks the same, hopefully it's the same. Anyway, but with this yarn, you think you have, like, this is 500, even more grams over here, and I knitted the Gwen and I had leftovers, so, you know, so I know I'm, you know, that's plenty for me, too much. So, but that'd be perfect for, like, I want to have a Christmas jumper, and this could be like some, you know, hat, and yeah. Anyway, Thank you so much. And we go move on. And we have this beautiful skein. And I don't have anything like it, or I've never had anything like it. It is a CC's wool. I said CC's, it's CECE wool, and ccswool.com, just in case you're wondering. It's yarn baby, super wash merino. Listen, 1,120 yards. I was thinking, oh, maybe that, because I'm not operating in yards, I was like, oh, maybe that's like 800 meters. No, no, no. It's like 1,000 meters in here. So, you know how hard for me is to break something pretty, like break, like, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, but you know what I mean? Like, just to start, just to destroy this beauty. So that's why I grabbed her leftovers. She sent me also leftovers. And that's what I'm doing, because this got a little bit emotional for me, and I was like, oh yes, yes, I have something. So I'm knitting these, and these she knitted, she said she knitted minis for someone in her family. White Birch, that's the company, and the color over here, I'm not sure, 80% sport merino, 20% nylon. It's well loved, so it's, you know, machine wash coat. Oh, what's the, okay, wait a sec, there is a name. From Dirt Flowers. I think that's the name. Dirt, like dirt. From Dirt Flowers. Is that like some kind of, you know, text from, or lyrics from a song, or text from a movie? But this is it. Hopefully you can see it. And like I said, White Birch, like I hope I'm saying right, is the tree. So for the toes, I used Drop Sable, and this is so pretty. My battery's dying now. Okay, I know it's long. I hope you're enjoying it. Tell me, yeah, I enjoy it. So I'm on the second one. Just saying. So you know what I'm afraid of? I'm afraid that I'm going to forget from whom I got something. So Sebastian told me to take photos and then include it in my notes. So like, it's hard for me to show you, but I have it on my phone, so that way hopefully I remember. And this is from Dawn Marie. Yeah, anyway, so I know who I'm going to tag every time I'm picking or knitting, or you definitely can expect that from me. So yeah, but thank you so much, and you know, I need to show you this one. Yay! And I think she made those markers. They're so cute. So cute. Right. So I'm using this. The next one, I think I'm too close. Next one is in this bag. This is My Cottage number 9. Beautiful colors, as you can see. Yeah. So why not and get the same colors for my sweater? I'm not kidding. But inside this bag, so this is local bag maker from Limerick, Ireland. And we're taking out Canada over here. Handmade bags that I am. And I put it because I keep everything here. And I have it here. Why? I'm working on the first sleeve. And I'm just taking it out. And basically I'm just swinging it. So I know nothing gets rough before I start wearing the sweater, right? So I'm the first sleeve. I knitted so far that much. Hopefully you can see it. It meant to be my kind of Christmas thing gift, but it did not work out when I started knitting on my full up mini set. And just tell you, I'm not probably saying anything. This is the, again, check my project page if you're interested. Spring Sparkling Leaves sweater. And sparkling leaves you have to write down together. And I was gifted this pattern by a designer. She asked me would I want to knit it. And I said yes. Well, before I said yes, I just took a photo of yarn and I said yes. So, you know, sometimes you see a pattern and you're like, yeah, I have a yarn for it. I really would like it. Oh, so I can't wait. It'll be my spring sweater. Hopefully I finish it. But I'm not saying stop. I had to modify the pattern a little bit from perspective of my body shape. So it's not really like ish modification. So basically I had to get more stitches. I can probably tell you how much stitches I have now on this sweater for my arm. So I have 110 stitches. Like normally I cast on 120 stitches for my fingering weight hats. I'm just saying that. So I'm kind of modifying the you would think I'm modifying the pattern from perspective of sleeves. There may be more puffy sleeves. They might, although it's probably normal. I don't want to use the word normal, but average that when you knit in a smaller circumference, like, you know, a body is bigger and then smaller, you get tighter. So I thought, I want to have positive ease, and I knew this, so I'm kind of guessing that that's going to be okay. So let's hope, because it's loads of knitting. As I said, it's like knitting a hat. Probably my sleeve is like knitting 3 hats. But it's just in a round. And I got myself needles. Oh, for Christmas I got myself 9-inch needles. What are they, if you're interested? I got them on Etsy. I know you can find needles in my shop. I know, but not all needles. And again, probably do a sale. Let me know, do you want a sale? Check what kind of needles I have and tell me, do you want a sale? I can go a sale, so I can basically want to sold out my shop. Sell everything in my shop. Highas, and that's 3.5 millimeters, your size 4. Yeah, that's that. Although I got other 9 inches from later on. So that's that. Do you want to see it? Obviously, I'm just showing you that could be a photo for the thumbnail. So here it is. This is the sweater, and I know you all will like, wow. I know it's wow. So it's such a pleasure to knit, and did a body over here. Standard bind off pattern, does not say what kind of, although I was tempted to do tubular, but I didn't. So I'm just putting it in, leaving sleeve. So ready to grab. It is my Netflix knitting. Yay! Okay, that's what kind of whips I have from perspective of what I was working on in the last week and a half. I started this sweater, like I said, in November, and I had a big gap, so just saying. As I mentioned, my testers are asking me for a new hat design, and I'm thinking to maybe, I'm actually started to write down a free pattern for those mittens that I just kind of whipped. It's like a cooking slang. These patterns, you really liked it, and it's so simple. I told you at some stage it's like putting a sock on your hand, and I was just, you know, ending the stitches on the side, then putting whatever I had left to see if that would be enough for my thumb, connected it around. So it'll be very, very easy, and I'm thinking, say that it's a brilliant idea, to maybe record a step-by-step tutorial how I make this. Now, with the yarn is from Dragon's Hoard Yarns, USA, and I got this amazing yarn from a friend from Canada, so USA, Canada, Ireland. Yeah, and there were leftovers, so I don't have any of this, so that could be like a sample. So I'm going to knit it with a different yarn, but I need to find some yarn. So I really like it. I love it because you can kind of make it, keep your fingers warm or slide them down and just have access to your fingers. So just stay tuned on that, and that will be my, let's say, next design. How I'm going to call it, I'm not sure. So maybe suggestions. The other thing that I was thinking to go through my library on Ravelry. So if you don't know what library is if you purchased a pattern, or you were gifted a pattern, or there was a free pattern that you wanted just to put in that library for later on, something like that. I have plenty, and I would want to kind of go back to the old ones and see if I can knit any of those. I'm just saying, I don't have anything in mind, just putting out there. And I'm just asking you, have you went through your library and checked what you have, what old patterns you bought but you never knitted them? Yeah, and I was thinking, because, you know, let's say you purchase a shawl, you purchase a hat or socks, and let's say socks, and you see a beautiful pattern, like pattern inside, like texture pattern inside there, and let's say designer did not include a certain size for you, or you can modify it. And I was thinking that I could take some of the socks patterns and mix hats. with them. So that'll be interesting, don't you think? So because I bought a few sock patterns and I haven't knitted them. Some have different stitch numbers, and if modify it a little bit, it won't look the same way. So I'm thinking of it. Do you have the same kind of thoughts going through your library section? Let me know. It could be the same in regards to shawls. You really like certain shawl, and if there's a chart or something, you can use this chart and put it somewhere else. That's a modification of the pattern, and you can also include that into, I presume, well anyway, you can also include that into mine. So let's say you like one of my hats and you have a chart in it, like I did with chimney hat, and I like to maybe do a gloves, and I did. And I include, I think, that gloves into the project page, isn't it? Okay, I went confusing. So basically, let's say you're like this hat, which is Third Wish, and there are charts, and you just basically would want to take this chart into the socks, like fingering weight, and see, modified it and just make a sock. That will count under modification for my pattern, and you can include that into a project page under the hat section. You know, like include this pattern to include your project into this pattern because you use the chart from the hat. I'm just saying for my one, I'm not sure about other designs. I probably shouldn't be saying that it's okay to do, although I'll be doing that, so you will see if I hear something. Okay, so that's that. Life update, do you want to hear that? 2020, I have journal, health, family, friends, gifts. Okay, I received a few gifts, guys. And you can see what kind of gifts I got in the vlog section. So, you know, here and there. I want to kind of knit, obviously, with those. And that's why I like leftovers too. Although I'm sometimes thinking, oh, I'm knitting too many socks. But, you know, whatever I have and you have time. Pleasure, not pressure, remember. And the socks in the round, plain stockinette, it's portable. Like, I know now even my sweater, but it's big, you know, it's a chunk of things that you have to carry around. So socks are something that probably I'll be knitting all the time. Just saying. But like I said, maybe what I'll do, I will not be including heels unless I specifically know that the socks are for someone. And maybe I'll be doing the same thing in regards on Instagram, that I'll be posting the tubes knitted by myself, and if someone wins, they tell me how long their foot is. Obviously you have to main for your foot needs to be 9 centimeters wide. Check in inches how many inches we have in that. Well, you know, almost 10, so almost maybe 3.5 inches flat, you know, not in circumference, it's just flat. So maybe I'll do that too, you know, because I don't want to stop knitting because I don't have anyone to knit for. So anyway, that sounds sad came in. So I can go walking to the window. So anyway, that's another update. Okay, Sam's coming. We should see when I come to you. Okay, let's continue life section. So I have written down 2020, year 2020 for me. At the moment, I haven't even had a chance to sit down and do stuff. January was, you know, closing the year, preparing for the new year in regards to everything. So by everything, I mean, for instance, getting my journal. This was my 2019 journal. This is my 2020 journal. If you're interested how I do things, I recorded a few videos last year. So just type in on YouTube, Knitting I Love Journal. I think I should pop in so you could see what I have inside. So that's that. Health-wise, I started something new. You knew probably that I walk, not a lot, you know, 30 minutes. And my goal is to go swimming twice per month at least. So we shall see how that goes. And I can tell you now that I went twice for a swim this week. So proud. And I'm so weak. But anyway, it doesn't matter. The thing is that I did, and I survived, enjoyed it, wasn't so sore afterwards, and did something for my body, for my health, for my immune system, for my lymph system. So something that I will be always encouraging you to do. So go for a walk or recreational swim. That's that. Family and friends. 2020 probably will not be traveling a lot, but we're hoping to invite family and friends to visit us. That's what I can say. And yeah, and was hoping to maybe show you a few gifts that I've got, and I've showed you one, so I think that's that. I think that's all. Unless if someone gifted me something and I didn't show and you would want me to share, write down below. Obviously, if I grab a skein and start knitting with it, I will. And this is 2020 in regards to my stash and the yarn that I have. I will take one of those boxes, open it, and try to pick the one, that yarn that I really like. Normally would be like, you're for later. Stay here. You're okay. So no, now I'm trying to grab, and yeah, I received beautiful skein. This one, I showed you that one already in the, I think, Vlogmas, from Aneta. Oh, it's beautiful, and it's like so beautiful, and it's like literally for me screaming not to touch it, but I really want to. And but I was like, socks, oh my god, it's so pretty for socks. And then I'm thinking hat, and I'm like, wow, it's like crazy yarn. The colors are amazing. So I think it's from Aneta. I haven't taken a photo. Hopefully I'm saying it right. So this is a challenge for me, to be honest, but I'm thinking to do it, and if I do it, I have leftovers, and those leftovers I can, you know, kind of send to the world. And I have all their beautiful yarn over there, so yeah. And again, just to remind you, pleasure not pressure. Whatever you do, make sure that it gives you energy, and that it kind of charges you, and that it's something that makes you happy and you're joyful, and then you will know that this is it. I think this is your hobby. In case someone would ask me. So now, again, thank you so much for watching. I hope it all makes sense, and all the links down below. So if you have a difficulty to find anything, just leave the comment and I'll try to help you. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Had such a long break knitting on this. This is top down, so I'm knitting it from top down, and I'm starting a lovely section of color work, and there will be a ribbing at the end, and then I will pick up all those stitches and I will start knitting sleeves. So I'm holding them on these needles. They're just a size for sock knitting, but they'll be way easier for me to pick up. And then close the gap. It fits beautifully. Just saying, that's why you have seen that I have released some stitches just to try it on. And lovely bag next to me, relaxing.